Hey everyone, and welcome back to Slowpoke Racing with me, Mark, and the Ultimate Racing League for our Wednesday Porsche Challenge or Porsche Cup. And this, if you watched in the first race, you will know that this is the final round. This is round 10. It's been a long season, but we have made it to the end. Race 2 just about to come up. It is an evening race. We're just going to have a look down the grid, so to be positions from where they finished in race 1. So we'll do that now. So we'll have a walk down the grid again for race 2, and it is almost a carbon copy of, well, it is a carbon copy, at least for the top 4, from race 1. As you can see, we've got Woodrow in pole position, we've got Grasshopper in second, we've got Neil Farmack in third, and then we've got Fitzy, who's 4th on the grid. Derg made his way up into 5th, so he starts in 5th on the grid. Captain Slow is 6th. Then we've got Smoky Tom, Unforgiven in 8th, and C Brown in 9th. So that's the grid for race 2. So let's get it started. Okay, so let's get the lights out and get this race started, shall we? Oh, that's quite a long hold there. Now, who was that? That was Unforgiven. Got an absolute flyer off the start. He's moved up into 6 already. Dirk put in the challenge in, trying to go around the outside. Unforgiven just manages to hold on to it. It looks like we've got a challenge up at the front as well. Grasshopper and Woodrow going side by side. Woodrow on the inside though, just managed to stay in front. Now they've swapped over. No, Woodrow still in front. Grasshopper in second. Neil Farmack in third. It looks like Neil Farmack's gone off onto the grass. Let's just take a look back at that. Make sure there was no contact. As we're going around this very long right-hander, no, there's no contact. It's Neil just drifted too wide. Did well to stay facing the right direction. That's cost him quite a few places. You can see he's being properly mugged now. Dirk's gone through, Smoky Tom's gone through. As it looks like, I thought Dirk was going to drift wide then. So Neil down to 7th now from 3rd. Let's just have a look, see what's happening up at the front. Usual story, Woodrow and Grasshopper battling it out for 1st and 2nd, but this time they've got Fitzy with them. Now if Fitzy can stay in touch, maybe he can upset those two. Unforgiven, a fantastic start for him. Has managed to find himself up into 4th position from 8th, so great start for Alex there. Then we've got Dirk in 5th, Smoky Tom just behind. Into turn 1. Up the hill. Smoky Tom still trying to put the pressure on Dirk. Oh, a bit of a drift from Smoky. That's going to cost him a few tenths. Neil Farmack just sitting in 7th. Wait, who's that? That's gone on. That's Dirk. Got himself on that little sandy section, kicked a lot of dust up. A great little fight between these throws. Neil just touches the grass a little bit. Let's have a look. C Brown's picked up a penalty in 9th and Captain slowed down in 9th. Oh, now what happened to him? He's a long way back. It was at turn 1. I'm just going to go back a little bit just to make sure there was no contact. I don't think there was. Oh, come on. No, he's just gone too wide, hasn't he? Up on the grass. That's a shame. As Grasshopper doing the same, kicking up a lot of dust on that turn up the hill. Onto this, well, it's about the longest straight on the track. So I'll run down to the order then. So we've got Woodrow leading as he did in race 1, with Grasshopper just behind him, Fitzy in 3rd, Unforgiven in 4th. Then we've got this little battle going on between Derview, Smokey and Neil Farmack. Derview just manages, no, I was going to say he's just managed to hold him off, but Smokey Tom has pulled off a fantastic move. Let's just drop back and have a quick look at this from Smokey Tom, if the cameraman can keep up. So they go through this chicane section. Smokey just ahead of Neil Farmack, and I think Dirk goes a little bit wide on that second to last turn, and Smokey just sneaks through. It's a great overtake from Smokey Tom to put himself in 5th. Dirk in 6th, Neil Farmack in 7th. Neil tucking right under the bumper of Derview's car. Neil pulls to the inside as they enter turn 1. Remember, you don't want to drift out to the left as Smokey did. He's got away with it. Wants to be careful though, he's going to have dirty tyres for these next couple of turns, as Neil manages to get that done and complete on Derview. So Neil now moves up into 6th, Dirk in 7th. Neil Farmack now having a look at Smokey Tom. Let's just go on board with Smokey Tom, shall we, as we take the tight left hand and then start on up the hill. You can just see Unforgiven just in front, so obviously Smokey Tom's got his eye on him, but look at that, is what he's looking at in his mirror. Now is Neil going to make a move? He does. He pulls to the inside into this chicane section. Smokey Tom trying to give him a bit of room. This is where it could get messy, and it has. So we're going to follow Neil. He has a look up the inside. Smokey tries to give him a bit of room, although it is a bit tight there, and you can see door to door. And Neil's off into kissing barrier and on the grass, and back down his 7th. Did a fantastic job of keeping it, or getting it back on track though. Has picked up some damage on the front, so he's got to carry that round with him now for about the next sort of 30 seconds. So that's going to slow him down a bit. Dirk's retaking that position from him, so he's moved up into 6th. Smokey's still in 5th. You can just see just ahead we've got Unforgiven in 4th. Unforgiven on the medium tyres, and we know that Smokey's going to be on the softs, so it's only a matter of time. We've only had 5 mil, just approaching 5 minutes of this second race. So I think Smokey Tom will be making a challenge on Unforgiven any time soon. If you can get close enough now around this left-hander, and then we're onto the long straight, and I think that's where Smokey may want to make his move just before they get to the chicane, although Dirk has now got right onto the back of Smokey Tom. DRS wide open on these cars, and Smokey couldn't get close enough to Unforgiven through the chicane. Slam the brakes on at the top of the hill to take this left-hander, and then we've got this left then right, 2 sharp turns, and then back onto the start-finish straight to complete lap 4 and start lap 5. So we'll just drop down a little bit. Neil Farmack now in 7th after that spill he had earlier on. C Brown just behind in 8th, and then we've got Captain Slow way back now in 9th. I think his race is over. He's picked up some damage as well, maybe a puncture on the front left. In the meantime though, Woodrow starting to open a little bit of a gap up to Grasshopper. Both gone for the medium tyres in this race as well, so they are evenly matched with tyre selection. Fitzy also on the medium, so they're all using the same strategy, that they're all going to be on the softs for the final race, which is obviously going to be reverse grid. This is where the fight seems to be at the minute though, Unforgiven, Smokey and Dirk. Oh, a bit of a drift there from Unforgiven, that's allowed Smokey to get right up the chuff. You can see the indicators going on Unforgiven. I think he's just catching the indicator stop there. Now is Smokey going to have a look before turn one? I think he's just keeping the pressure on Unforgiven, isn't he? He's right under his bumper. Let's go on board with Smokey Tom as we try and overtake Unforgiven. We've got Dirk just sitting there in 6th position. Now is this where Smokey makes his move? It is only a short straight. No, he's had to slot in behind. Couldn't quite get it done. All the while Dirk's just sitting there waiting for something to happen. Now this is where Smokey needs to get right under the bumper of Unforgiven, get that DRS wide open. This is the longest straight on the track, so if he's going to make his move he needs to get it done before they hit the chicane. I don't think he's going to do it. No, he's just keeping the pressure on, that's all he can do for now. Now Smokey has another quick cheeky look at the inside. This is where, remember, this is where he overtook Dirk before. He's got alongside and Smokey's got it done. He's done exactly the same as he did before. And Dirk's gone through as well. So Unforgiven did a great job of holding these guys off for a few laps, but in the end, oh, and he's gone off as well. That's unlucky. I think it was just the fact that the Smokey and Dirk are both on soft tyres, and it was only a matter of time that Unforgiven did a great job of holding them up. And Dirk has got past Smokey Tom as well, so when did that happen? So it's into turn one. Oh, and Smokey's gone on the grass, and that's allowed Dirk through to 4th. Although he does seem to have drifted a little. No, he's okay. I thought he drifted a little bit wide on that turn. So Smokey Tom's now got to battle Dirk now to get that 4th position back from him. I need a drink. Oh, that's better. I'm just going to go back up to the race leaders, see what's happening there. Woodrow got quite a good lead now. Really is under no pressure whatsoever. Grasshopper same in 2nd. He has got Fitzy behind him, but he's not close enough to challenge at the minute. So Fitzy in 3rd. And this is where the fight seems to be, as Smokey Tom tries to take Dirk at the chicane, gets on the grass, comes back on again. Bit of door bashing going on. Dirk sliding round the corner. I'm going to go back and have a look at that for the start of that. So it's on the long straight leading up to the chicane. Smokey Tom gets himself alongside Dirk. Into the chicane. You 2 by 2. You can't go too wide there. First Smokey goes onto the grass, comes back on, a bit of door bashing with Dirk. Dirk manages to save it. Bit of a drift around the corner. And Dirk has now gone back and took that 4th position. Now I'm not sure whether Smokey let him through or not. He may well have done. I think Smokey may have pulled up and let Dirk through after that little door bumping session. But Smokey now coming under pressure from Unforgiven. Remember, Unforgiven is on the medium tyres. But he is putting the pressure on. We've had about 10.5 minutes of this race 2. So about 4, just coming up to 4 minutes to go. So it's now Derg up into 4th, Smoky Tom 5th, Unforgiven 6th, C Brown in 7th. This is where it all gets a bit lonely with these guys. Captain Slow in 8th, and Neil Farmer way down in 9th. What on earth has happened to him? No, I've got to go back too far, so I'm really not sure what happened to Neil, and I'm sorry I missed that, but he's all the way down in 9th, and race over for Neil. Woodrow, on the other hand, doing a fantastic job again. He's looking at win number 2, and this will definitely, I would say, secure his championship victory. I don't think anybody's going to catch him if he wins this race now in the championship. So Grasshopper in 2nd, Fitzy 3rd. I'm sure he'll be pleased with that, although it does look like he's gaining on Grasshopper. Remember, these top 3 all on the medium tyres. Not sure why the hazards are going on Fitzy's car, or they were. Dirk still out in 4th, Smoky Tom 5th, and Unforgiven 6th. So these 3 have had a fantastic battle all the way around this race. And Dirk doing a great job, considering he doesn't get on with this car. It's not his favourite. I have spoken to him in between races, and he is struggling with it. As Smoky Tom tries to put the challenge in. Smoky Tom going the long way round these turns, onto the straight. No, Dirk still got his nose in front. Unforgiven just dropping off a little bit, but understandable considering he is on the medium tyres, these 2 both on the softs. Smoky Tom trying to get into the slipstream of Dirk, see if he can make a move again. Is he going to try it again through the chicane? So we're on board with Smoky Tom. Just around these last couple of bends now. This seems to be Smoky's favourite overtaking spot. Is he going to try it again? No, he can't quite get it done. I think Dirk was wise to it this time. We've got Unforgiven just dropping off a little bit now as we go into turn 1. Smoky having a look up the inside. Now it is side by side, and I think Smoky might just have his nose in front. He is on the inside, yeah, he has got it done. Dirk's still there. Good move from Smoky Tom to put himself into 4th. He's having a great race, isn't he, Smoky Tom and Dirk. We've got about 1 minute left now. Dirk down in 5th, Unforgiven definitely dropping off the pace now in 6th, C Brown 7th, Neil Farmack made his way up into 8th, Captain Slow down in 9th. Well, I really don't know what happened to Neil. Perhaps it's a tactics of this, because it will be reverse grid in race 3, so if he finishes here he will be 2nd on the grid for the final race, and he'll be on soft tyres as well, so maybe this could be his tactics. We shall see. As we follow Woodrow way out in front under no pressure whatsoever. He's had a fantastic second race, hasn't he? I'm just going to go down and see if anybody's going to be finishing. I think I might have missed here. Sorry, I missed it. Captain Slow has finished in 9th position. So back up to our race leader, who is just taking the last couple of turns. We've got this left, then the right, and then across the line for his second win of the day, and a well-deserved win as well for Woodrow, and that secured the championship as well. Grasshopper in second, no dramatics as he crosses the line. Fitzy in third, good race from Fitzy. Smoky Tom, he's going to make it in fourth. He's had a fantastic battle with Derg in fifth and Unforgiven in sixth. Now Neil Farmack has managed to make his way up to seventh. We still don't know what happened to Neil, but he's managed to get himself up into seventh, which will put him third on the grid for the final race. So Neil finishing seventh, C Brown is going to finish eighth, and Captain Slow, as we know, has already finished. So that was race 2. Please join me again shortly for race 3.